We live in heaven now? Explain that to children who are getting abused now in heaven. Hi, I'm Peaceful Nick the Medium. Strap in because this is going to be a long answer. Be kind. Thank you for your comment, and I'm going to explain it. I just want to let you know a little bit about me if you don't know. I'm an evidential medium who's been trained and certified to teach mediumship. I also am a scientist with a master's degree in astronomy, so I understand astrophysics, and I have a bachelor's degree in biology. So, that being said, let me explain, with all my training and all my education, what he's talking about. And I'm not explaining that to be braggy. I just want you to know I'm not just some person that's uneducated talking hokum. So when you become a trained medium, you learn about the spirit world. You can actually read Dr. Michael Newton's Journey of Souls, and that will explain a lot of this. I also read a lot of mediumship and life between life books and things like that. Our soul inhabits the spirit world. I like to call it the spirit world, but if you want to refer to it as heaven, that is totally fine. Our soul is big. It is way too big to fit in our body. So our soul is always in the spirit world. Only a tiny little piece of our soul inhabits our body. So that is what he's referring to. Our life here on earth is like we're sleeping or dreaming here. This is only a tiny, teeny, itty bitty fraction of our real existence. So think about heaven, the spirit world, as where we exist in our purest sense. And just to tell you, I come from a long history, trigger warning, of SA, okay? So if anybody knows how a child feels that's being abused, is definitely me. And this was very, 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 very hard for me to accept when I became a trained medium. But I have come to understand throughout my thousands of readings and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of training, and the many, many, many books I've read, and the meditations and the sitting in the power, that we come here with a plan to experience certain struggles. And we outline certain things that are going to happen that we have to deal with and grow from. Because the whole point of our existence is growing our soul. And we come with a plan. For instance, my mom dropped dead at 15. I'm sure that was in my soul plan to struggle with that and help me become who I am today. And even the abuse I suffered helped me become who I am today. It made me more compassionate and understanding to other people who suffered similar things. However, it's also my understanding that people who are abusing others in such a disgusting way, in such a horrible way that affects them for the rest of their lives, they're not getting off scot-free. I believe in karma, whether it's in this human life or in the spirit world. And it's been, said in many books and many explorations of spirituality that I've, explored, that people who are terrible people, they go to one place. Everybody's soul goes to the same place, which is another dimension, another realm we call the spirit world. But once you get there, if you've been a horrible person, you don't get off scot-free. You're not just walking around on a cloud with a harp with an angel following you. No, it has to be figured out, why did you become such a monster? Why did you abuse people? Why did you hurt people? My opinion, knowing about biology and spirituality, is that when our soul gets attached to our body and our mind, is where I imagine it, sometimes the fit's just not right. It's like putting a generic Lego together with a real Lego. Sometimes the fit's off just a little bit. And sometimes that causes a lot of problems. And that's how I see it. So no, these people are not getting off scot-free. They will have to get reoriented, relearned. I've also heard, I actually had this discussion this morning with someone, that when someone comes back and does terrible things, and they come back again and do terrible things, and they come back again. I have heard it said by some people that their soul can be terminated because their soul is not growing and learning. If anybody has any opinions, let me know. I hope this helps you understand that. And I agree, it's hard to accept that we all go to the same place, but what happens there is different. I'll be happy to give you more information if you'd like.